Hello folks, it's Dave with Ural Motorcycles. This week I'm going to go over some items that we've had for a while. They've even been on our last limited edition, the Geo, and a lot of people seem to not quite understand what the intended use is. So we're going to cover that as well as a few options for this accessory mount. First, I'd like to talk about the mount itself. So we came out with this last year. It's a T6061 billet aluminum top clamp, and what it does is it replaces the two-piece clamps that are on your triple trees or on, where your handlebars mount, and it's nicely engraved with the Ural logo, and it has a 1-inch ball mount, which is also made out of aluminum. It's a very nice piece. We have it made here in the United States. MSRP is $99.99, and if it's 2014 to current model year Ural motorcycles. So that's the base of the system that we're going to talk about. So more recently, we've been working with Ram Mount for a long time. This is not a paid promotion for Ram Mount, but we have been buying their products for years. Along with the top clamp, we started carrying a few select items from Ram Mount. So why is Ural carrying products that you can get almost anywhere? Well, we've picked the ones that we use the most and cover the widest variety of phones out there. So our price is going to be comparable to where you would see other online retailers, but we thought we'd carry at least a few select items. So if you order this, which is exclusively a Ural product, you can order at the same time a mount, the extensions, a charger, which we'll get to in a moment, or a couple of the automatic phone chargers, which we just recently started carrying. That way you can order it at one place, get it in one box. It all arrives on the same day. That's kind of the method to our madness here, or our thinking behind doing this. We're not offering the whole line, just a few select items. So in addition to the top clamp, we carry the medium and short extension arms. Now these retail for $14.99 and $14.49. They are the 1-inch mount that'll go onto our top clamp, or what Ram Mount calls a size B. So this would go on the ball, and then from there you could add one of the X grips or one of the quick charging options, which we'll get to in a minute. The medium is nearly 3 3/4 inches in length. The small is nearly 2.5 inches in length. Both options are made of powder-coated marine-grade aluminum with a lifetime warranty. To finish off the top clamp and the extension arm, you'd want to choose either the small or the large X grip. Now these are very easy to use. You just open up the extension arm and tighten it down and adjust it to your liking. And it articulates in a myriad of ways, and then putting your phone in is as simple as doing that, and it holds it very tight. Now if you're worried about the phone rattling off, it also comes with this rubber piece that slips over the ball, and then once your phone is installed, you can hook these around the corners. Now I've had one of these for years in my truck and also on my bike. Not only the sidecar, but on the Harleys. I have one on each vehicle I own. I have yet to destroy one of these. My phone here on this small grip, this is an iPhone 8. So that'll give you some sort of indication what size you want. If you go all the way down to the smaller iPhones, this small size will work. This is intended for larger things like some of the Samsung Galaxies or the biggest of the iPhones. Each of these X grips comes with a little vial of super glue, because these little rubber things have a tendency to walk themselves off. Although I've never glued mine, if you choose to, you could put a little drop of super glue, stick it on there. Our large size X grip is $33.99 and the small is $30.49. Okay, so let's move some of this stuff out of the way and let's talk about these items here. So first on deck we have the RAM Tough Charge with X-Grip wireless charger. Now, this one is very similar to the X-Grips, the mechanical X-Grips, but it has the quick charging option for newer phones that have the QI compatible wireless phone charging systems. MSRP on the wireless charging X-Grip is $171.99. Next up is the RAM Quick Grip wireless charger. Now, the Quick Grip is supposed to be intended for one-handed loading and unloading of your phone. It's a little bit faster, but the use of which would be for more street-oriented riding, or if you wanted to get one for your car or something like that that goes between your car and your motorcycle, and you're not too worried about the vibrations. Here, let me demonstrate for you real quick. So you can literally pretend this is mounted, take your phone, done. One hand, in and out. Whereas the X-Grip, it pretty much takes two hands to get it in and out of the grip. They both have the same quick or wireless charging with phones that are compatible with that. And then both units have, let me move this out of the way, they have an on-off switch on each one with an LED indicator light letting you know whether it's on or off. Now, you'll see that these are USB ports on the end of the cables, and what that does is it allows for you to, with the adapter harness, if you want to hardwire this into your bike, that would be fine, and it's got a inline fuse in there, and then you would connect the USB side of this to here, and then there's a little piece of rubber that goes over the USB connectors that would protect it from the weather, and then you can see how the switch is grooved, and there's tie wraps included in the set that would allow you to tie wrap this to the handlebar and then tie wrap the rest of the harness back to the frame. Now, I'm going to show you another option so it's a little bit not so permanent, and then you can transfer these items from one vehicle to another or one bike to another. We'll go over that in just a minute. Now, the X-Grip, this one is intended for a little bit more heavy-duty off-road riding, just like the standard X-Grips. And then again, it has the rubber tensioner that goes over the corners of your phone or your phone case that would help lock it in place. This one, still very capable in rough conditions, but it just doesn't have the all-around protection like the X-Grip does. So once your phone is locked in here, to keep this from rattling up and down and coming loose, they actually have a little piece here, a rubber retainer that goes up over the top and locks it so it can't move around on its own. Now, this one here, retail on the Quick Grip is $157.99. And lastly, we have another item that was on the limited edition Geo. This provides a little bit more flexibility than hardwiring one of these into the bike. So what this is a Cliff Top brand dual USB port with a magnetic switch in the cover. And the magnetic part of the cap, when you snap it closed, it actually pulls the switch closed and turns off the power to this outlet. So the Cliff Top switches, these are $26.99. They are high-speed USB charging ports. They're a maximum of 4 amps, and they are FCC and CE approved, so they won't be causing any interference with anything. What it allows you to do is, if this is hardwired into your bike and you got your clamp with your phone on it, you can take your regular USB cable and wire it right into there and use your phone that way, or GPS or whatever you're using. Or if you choose to go with one of the charging bases, you can actually wire this to this and still have a port available for, you know, another accessory, and then you can easily remove this and put it in another vehicle if you choose to do that. So that was a lot of products to cover, and this product spotlight is actually going to evolve into a semi-tech tip video where I'm going to show installing the cliff top on my bike on the handlebars and routing the wires back to the battery so it's a direct connection and I'm not splicing into a keyed ignition source on the bike. And then I will mount the top clamp and show you how quick and easy that is to do with the existing hardware that's on the bike. And then we'll put on a couple of these components so you can see exactly how it works and fits and looks on the bike. So I'll do that next week, and that'll kind of split up the videos and make them not so long. So I appreciate you watching. I hope this was interesting to you, and like I said, I'll see you next week when we install some of these parts on my bike. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.